as Trump turns his attentions internationally, it's probably a good time to take stock of everything that's happened domestically in the US over the last few months to try to analyze what's happened and where do we go from here. While it can be quite easy to feel helpless, frustrated by everything that's happened, we actually propose that there is a pattern that emerges when you look at the actions of Trump closely. The reason we are frustrated is that we tend to compare Trump to previous presidents of the US, and they tended to have one of two main approaches to change. One was they come into power on the promise of improving the system, they enact policy changes, reforms, and incrementally improve the system. The other approach to change was promising a grand vision of where the country could go and steering and mobilizing people towards that vision. Trump is doing neither of those. He's pursuing what we call a third type of change. And the main goal of this type of change is not necessarily to move in a specific direction, but to try to create the maximum possible distance from our current reality. And the best way to do this is to invert the fundamental principles on which the current reality is based. So every current reality is based on certain foundational principles, what we call essences of the current reality. And if you map Trump's actions over the last few months against these essences, you realize that each of these actions maps quite neatly to the fundamental essences of our current reality. So if the role of the president was to serve the people, to guard institutions, and to work through people and institutions, one by one, through his actions, he has inverted each one of those essences of the role of the president. And while that can make us feel helpless, like everything is being destroyed, inversion is more than just destruction of the old reality. It actually creates space for doing things that were previously not possible because the old reality was still standing. And this space allows us to put into place other foundational principles, other essences that would not have been possible in the old reality. We offer some inspiration from other democracies across the world and show how the space that is created by Trump's inversion can be used to put in place a better reality for the broader society instead of waiting for Trump to create the new reality that he wants to create. So instead of asking the same question over and over again of why he's doing what he's doing, we can start asking, how will we fill the space that he is creating?